You know, I think we should talk about density. So that's what we're going to do. So let's do it. Density is a very, very important thing for you guys to understand here, and it is a formula. It is a formula that is given to you. It's on your formula chart. The density of something is determined by its mass and its volume, so the ratio of mass to volume. So that is our equation there, D equals mass divided by volume. Your units are, mass should be in grams, and volume should be in what we call cubic centimeters. You know, you get volume by doing length times width times height. Remember that from way back? Okay, so those are your units right there. Really what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go through some problems. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing. This right here, some people say density equals love because you can kind of make the M and the V look like a heart. Okay, well, whatever. So let's do a few problems to see, make sure you get it. All right, first problem we're going to look at here is we're going to say, let's say we have an object that has a mass of 1.65 grams and it's got a volume of 8.43 cubic centimeters. We want to know what is the density. Real simple here. All we got to do is use our formula. Density equals mass over volume. So we do 1.65 grams, which is the mass, divided by 8.43 cubic centimeters. Punch that into your calculator. You know how many significant figures this needs because, look, both numbers have 3 sig figs. So therefore, your answer will need 3 sig figs. Plug it into the calculator, and I got my cheat sheet here that gives me 0.196, and don't forget your units, grams per cubic centimeter. Circle or box your answer. All right, so that's pretty easy, mass divided by volume. But what if it gets a little bit trickier? So let's suppose in our next problem that we are given the density of a substance is 19.6 grams per cubic centimeter. And we are also given a mass of 42 grams, 42.0 grams to be exact. And we want to know, well, what's the volume of that in cubic centimeters? Well, it's very simple. You just set up your equation just like you did before. Density, D, is 19.6 equals mass, which is 42.0, divided by, volume. We don't have volume. That's still a variable here. So how do you solve for V? Well, what you have to do is you have to isolate that variable. How do we do that here? Well, since we have two things on opposite sides of the equal sign, we need to set up a proportion. So we can just say this 19.6 is the same as saying 19.6 over 1. And what we can do is we can cross multiply. So 42 times 1 over here is 42 equals 19.6 times V, 19.6 V. Now, Vx, whatever you want to use, it doesn't really matter. So now, how do we get V by itself? We divide both sides by 19.6. Why do we divide by 19.6? Because 19.6 is multiplied by V, so to get rid of it, we do the opposite of multiply, which is divide. All right? Sorry if you already remember this stuff. So these numbers are going to cancel out. We're left with just V on this side, 42.0 divided by 19.6. Our answer is going to have 3 significant figures, so that gives us 2.14 cubic centimeters. Okay, that's a really easy way to do that. So now, what if you actually have to convert something? So this is the last problem we're going to do here. All right. So what if we have something that has a mass of 0.765 kilograms? The volume is 51.7 cubic centimeters. Oh, wait. This is a red flag. This is a red flag. Kilograms. That's not grams. We need to convert that. There are 1,000 grams in a kilogram, so we need to multiply this number by 1,000, which is going to give us a new number of 765 grams. All right, so now we can do mass over volume. So we do density is equal to 765 grams divided by 51.7 cubic centimeters, giving us a grand total of, in pink here, 14.8 grams per cubic centimeter. Bam. So now you can do it with converting. You can do it if you have to isolate a variable. You can do it the simple way. Hope that helped.